Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my ranking for all 7 of Taika Waititi's movies that he's directed. Over the last couple weeks I've reviewed every movie he's directed, so I thought I'd go ahead and do my ranking. So I'm going to go ahead and get going. Coming in at number 7 is What We Do in the Shadows. This is a mockumentary about some age-old vampires who are living in modern day times and are trying to adjust and get used to the modern world. And it's shot in a mockumentary film style, and this is a really fun movie. I really enjoy it. Just because it's number 7 doesn't mean I don't like it. I actually like every single one of his movies. I loved most of them, and I really like this one quite a bit. But it is my least favorite and stuff. I'm just not a big into the mockumentary film style. I don't hate mockumentaries, but just I'm not as big on them and everything, so that's probably why I'm not as big on this one. But it is a fun movie. It has a lot of good humor in it and stuff. That had some really funny jokes and stuff. But it is my least favorite movie he's directed, so it's number 7. And number 6 is Boy. This one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this one too quite a bit. I love the relationship between the titular character and his father, and I love how that was written. And Taika Waititi is really great in this movie as well, and everything. And he did a really good job writing and directing it. And it has a lot of really good moments too. It has some good humor, but it also has some really sad moments and really well written stuff. But I think Boy is a pretty fun movie. Best movie ever? Definitely not, but it is a fun movie, and definitely one of his best movies. Like I said, really, I think all of his movies are great, so I'm going to say I could pretty much say all of his movies are some of his best movies because they're really all good, and this one is definitely a really fun one. So also, I love the Michael Jackson tribute at the end of it. This movie came out just about a year after Michael Jackson died, so it had that, they had that in there, and I thought that was kind of cool too. But yeah, Boy is number 6, and number 5 is Thor Ragnarok. I absolutely love this movie. It totally revamped the Thor character, and this movie pretty much set him on a really good arc that he's been going through ever since this movie came out, and I love it. Really good story. The action is really good. It has a lot of funny moments, especially stuff with Korg. He's just so lovable and steals the show every time he's on screen. But there's a lot of really fun moments with Thor and Hulk, and the humor is just very well done in this movie. And Kate Blanchett as Hela is a really great villain, and everything. I love Thor Ragnarok and everything. So it's number 5. And number 4 is Thor Love and Thunder. I absolutely love this movie. And it could go down, it could swap places with Ragnarok after rewatch, but for right now I have it above it. I rewatched Ragnarok like right after seeing Love and Thunder, so I could try to decide which one I like more. And I do think I like this one a little bit more. It does up the jokes and stuff and everything, and it's been getting a lot of criticisms for the comedy and stuff, but I just went with it. I went in knowing they were going to up the comedy, because it got so much praise for the comedy in the first one, and when you do a sequel to a comedy, they try to up the jokes and everything. So I kind of knew what was coming on that, so it didn't really bother me, and I just embraced it as a fun, turn your brain off blockbuster movie, and it's been one of the most fun movies that I've enjoyed this year. Everything. I've had a lot of fun with Thor Love and Thunder, and I'm looking forward to seeing it again. So it's number 4, and number 3 is Eagle vs. Shark. This is a really fun movie that I really enjoyed quite a bit. It's a romantic comedy, and these 2 lead characters are so awkward, but you can't help but love them, especially the lead character, Lily. She's just a very lovable character, and she owns the movie. Like she's the main character, and she really carries the movie really well and everything. But I like both characters in this movie. The story is really good and everything. It's just a really small scale, low budget indie movie, but it is a lot of fun, and it's a really great way to kick off Taika Waititi's career. He really did a great job with his first movie, and it's still one of his best. So Eagle vs. Shark is number 3, and number 2 is Hunt for the Wilder People. This is one that I was really looking forward to watching because it had the kid from Deadpool 2, and I was curious to see what he was like in this movie, and this is actually the movie that got him the job in Deadpool 2, which was pretty cool. That was something I didn't know about till my friend Ty Jensen had posted that on Facebook. That was a cool little fun fact I didn't know about. But it also stars Sam Neill, and both of them give really great performances. It's another one that blends the comedy and the drama perfectly, and it just works really great and everything. So I absolutely love Hunt for the Wilder People. It's a really, really good movie, and definitely one of his best movies for sure. So it's number 2, and my number 1 favorite movie that Taika Waititi has directed is Jojo Rabbit. I would even go as far to say this is one of the best dark comedy dramas I've ever seen. It's just very, very well written. It's very funny. It has a really crazy off-the-wall premise which you would think would not work. Just hearing the premise of a young boy that has an imaginary friend who's an exaggerated version of Adolf Hitler and has his mind changed because they have a Jewish girl living on their walls. It doesn't sound like a really appealing movie and everything because of the lead character being the way he is, but he's only a 10-year-old boy. He doesn't really understand what he's getting himself into. He doesn't understand the reality of the world he's living in, and it really does a great job showcasing the innocence of a child, and it's just a very, very great movie. It's got some hysterical moments, and it also has some really heartbreaking moments too, and one scene in particular that's gut-wrenching. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But this is just a really, really great movie, and it's easily Taika Waititi's very best movie, and everything. So Jojo Rabbit is easily my number 1 favorite movie of his. So let me know in the comments what your favorite Taika Waititi movies are. If you have seen all of his, I'd love to see your ranking. If not, I'd love to see a ranking of the ones you have seen if you want to. Or tell me your favorite and least favorites of the ones you've seen. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.